Minister of Rural Development and Local Government Faris Al-Rawi said over 100 incidents of flash flooding have been reported since the yellow adverse weather alert took effect yesterday, Wednesday. Kimberly De Souza has more.
Do not become complacent. Do not become complacent because the rain has stopped.
Chief Executive Officer of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management, ODPM, retired Major General Rodney Smart, urged the population to be vigilant over the next few days. Mr. Smart said major rivers are at 80% capacity and over, adding that water levels continue to rise. With the riverine alert upgraded to orange, Mr. Smart urged those living in low-lying areas and close to riverbanks to be careful.
While the water levels will continue to rise, we are at spring tide. In addition, we have water that is still coming down from the hills, and therefore it is critical that we pay attention to what the Met Service says to us, as well as the ODPM and all other authorities.
Meanwhile, Minister of Rural Development and Local Government Faris Al-Rawi said between yesterday and today, there have been 145 reports of flooding and 30 reports of landslips. Additionally, customers in northeast and northwest Trinidad and those in Tobago serviced by the Water and Sewerage Authority WASA may have an interruption in their service as the authority seeks to rid the pumps of dirty water.
All of these areas are affected and operations have been stopped. We're engaged in cleaning works. We're looking at the filters. We're looking at the structures. Operations are going to come back into gear as soon as the turbidity subsides. So folks, what does this mean? Pay attention to your water conservation.
Minister Al-Rawi also provided an update on the adverse weather yellow alert.
This is going to be in effect till tomorrow. We're going into Friday. Why are we going into Friday? It's not over. We're dealing with a lot of water. We must accept that climate conditions are different right now. Flash flooding is real. You're going to see the effects of flash flooding.
Minister Al-Rawi encouraged the population to continue to prepare and communicate with the regional corporations. He said the ministry will soon launch an application which would allow the population to record events on one central platform. Kimberly De Souza, TTT News.
Plans are underway for the installation of the promised flood warning system for Scarborough. Earlier this year, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine informed as Scarborough continues to report incidents of flash flooding, the Tobago House of Assembly was awaiting the arrival of the warning system. At Wednesday's press conference, TEMA's Director Alan Stewart informed that this week he spoke with consultants from the United Nations.
He gave me the assurance that on the 25th they are coming to Tobago to look at the sites physically. Discussions also have started with the division with the responsibility as to where those gauges will be placed, and also I would have given them the assurance as well as to where the antennas and the repeater site that will be utilized for the event.
Mr. Stewart noted it was unfortunate that as a result of lengthy and detailed processes, the system could not be in place to assist with Wednesday's flooding incidents in Scarborough. He noted, however, because of experience, responders were aware of flood-prone areas and were able to address the challenges.
This system will be in effect. I cannot give you a finished date as yet, but following the 25th of this month, when they come physically and see exactly what they have to treat with, the procurement process have already been completed, and it's a matter now of installation.
Meanwhile, the CARONI River in the vicinity of El Carmen village in St. Helena burst its banks on Thursday following continued overnight showers. And although residents have been accustomed to flooding in the area, they are hoping the worst has passed. Sunalala has more.
We always get flood here, man. If it come high, it lasts for about a day or two or stuff. For it to run out and stuff.
In the 6:30 p.m. advisory on Wednesday, the CARONI River along El Carmen village was at 87% capacity. Fast forward to 13 hours later, the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government confirmed that the river has been breached, moving to 101% capacity by 7:30 a.m. on Thursday. Residents in El Carmen found various means to move through the flood waters, with many contemplating whether to take a chance. Affected residents in the area said it has been a recurring issue over the years, one which they had grown accustomed to, but they are now hoping and praying that the rainfall is over for now.
Every year we get this water here. So what we got to do? Yes, every year. Last year we did get it and it already come, and look again, we get it again. When we go run and go, we have to remain in it.
Another resident said the flooding was not as widespread as seen previously, but was concerned that the water would continue rising.
Well, I hope the water take the train and go down further, and then I reach people's houses. Some places full up. You can see the truck going in inside also. Well, the water still rising.
At 12 noon, the El Carmen CARONI River had moved from 101 to 102% capacity, with uneasy residents anxious to see what Friday will bring. Sonolala, TTT News.
Minister of Rural Development and Local Government Faris Al-Rawi said the government will take legal action against those who interfere with roadways and waterways. Minister Al-Rawi said he received a report that a bridge had fallen in Aruka, but upon checking, the bridge did not collapse.
We had a walkway which was interfered illegally with. Somebody went and moved the government's wall, and what happened was the water was diverted and came in. Illegal intrusions into waterways and affecting public works are going to cause problems.
He said this type of behavior can have a negative impact on residents.
As I've informed the public already, there are parts of the waterways where private people have gone in and reclaimed land, left a whole 2 feet of space for the people water to pass through. That's just wrong, and I want to warn you that the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government is taking aggressive action on these matters.